I also give Sansa the puppy food just because she really won't eat anything else. So I give Sansa 1 scoop. All right, we are leaving work. Whoop, sorry, Mama. Oh, it is. Come on, Joker. My shotgun rider. All right, so we're leaving work right now, and this is the start of our nightly routine. Okay, so the start of our nightly routine starts with me leaving work. Sit down, men. Sit down, young man. Sit before we have an accident and you hit your pretty nose on the dashboard. Can't have that. Okay, so I start by leaving work and I head to my barn. So I haven't announced on this channel all the animals that I have, and I have over 17, I believe. So my first 2 animals I have to feed when I get off of work are my horses. I feed them first because I don't have them at my home, although I do own the farm that I'm going to. It's my farm. However, I don't live there. So we're gonna go ahead and feed the horses first, and then we'll move on to feeding everybody else. So here we go. Okay, so we are here at my barn, and usually I'd let the dogs out, but there's a storm coming and I'm honestly just gonna be here really quick. So let's just feed these guys and get it over with. So there's always the first to eat. Hi, tough boy and Barnaby. So these are my 2 horses. Tough enough. Hi, Tough enough. Hi, Pony. Are you hungry? Oh, sexy Pony. And this is Peanut, my nickname for Miss Peanut. So let's get them fed. So I'm just gonna come in here, and actually I need to turn the lights on because it's dark. I know you're hungry. So they would normally eat, and then I would turn them out. However, we've been having some gnarly storms come through. It is summer. It is Florida. Wow. Okay, so we got a new hay delivery today and a grain delivery. This is O&A and it's really loose, which is good. So I'm gonna give a pad to Tough. Very big pad. Move out the way, bud. So there he goes, a pad for him, a pad for Tough Enough. And then we'll grab this other pad that fell for Peanut. Ooh, this is loose stuff. I'm doing it. Okay, so pad for her. And then we'll do the grain. So I got a grain and hay delivery today, but I still have some hay at the bottom. So I'm actually gonna not fill this, and I'm gonna use what's left here. Because if you don't know, grain goes bad. So you want to use the old stuff first. So there we go. I'm gonna put that in there. I'll probably fill that up tomorrow. And if you watch my horse channel, you know that I talked about this stuff. So we're gonna keep Peanut on that. Shake it up for her. Tough doesn't have any supplements. So here we are, Peanut's grain, and we're just going to dump it in. So he can have his grain. All right, guys, they have automatic waters, which I'll show you here, which is kind of That's kind of gross. Oh. Oh, toughy boy. Wow. So that's fine that I'm kind of soaking his stall. It'll dry. I just want to get out as much as the bad stuff as I can, because you want to do that every once in a while so they're not drinking nasty, filthy water. All right, well, they got their hay, they got their grain. Like I said, bad storms this afternoon, so I'm not going to really do much with them. I'm going to leave them in their stalls since we've been having some serious lightning storms. All right, let's go feed everybody else. All right, Pack Fam, we are home, and I was just gonna come straight here and get right into it and just feed them, so it's kind of like a more realistic, I can't say realistic, but more of just a feeding video, and I wanted to just get into it and get it done anyway when I got home. But Miss Ivy right here, I don't know if she has diarrhea or she rolled in something. I couldn't really even tell, but she came in the kitchen and boy, she had like swamp butt all over my kitchen. So before I could get into feeding anybody, I had to give her a bath, and I also had to clean out Sansa's enclosure, which I'm going to feature Sansa in this video for the first time. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know who Sansa is, but we're gonna introduce her in this video, and then we're gonna do lots of videos with just her. So let's get into feeding the rest of the pack. Okay, so this is pretty much everything that I use that's not a dry food product to feed all of my animals. And I basically go off of by groups. So Sansa, I mix her food in here. She's the only one that lives outside, so her bowl's separate. Everybody who lives, or who, I can't say lives, but everybody who's not crated are all these bowls, and everybody that's still in a crate are in these bowls. So that's kind of how I remember how many bowls to fill. So this is our little feeding station. It's just our little dry food station here. Let's get into it. So I usually just go, like I said, by whoever is either not in a crate or in a crate. So I'm gonna start with who's not in a crate, because I usually start with Crown, because Crown's got the smallest bowl. So Crown has his own food because he's our little chahooter. And what I do is I give him about a half of that at night. And that's only because I add wet food to it, because he's extremely picky. So we're gonna go ahead and put that to the side so we can add the wet food in. And then I usually just put this to the side as well. Okay, so here is Harley Quinn's food, because she's still a puppy and she knows it's her container. So I'll usually just grab Harley Quinn's bowl. It's amazing, yes, I know, everybody's bowl. So before I grab a bowl, grab a scoop, and I'm actually running low on this kind of food, so I substitute if I run low. I feed them all the same brand, so if I do run low and I have like my senior diet over here, it's not really a big deal. I can just give them some senior food until our other food comes in. So Harley Quinn gets 2 scoops. I also give Sansa the puppy food, just because she really won't eat anything else. So I give Sansa 1 scoop. You're just gonna have to bear with us today. So that means we're done with the puppy container. Move, Miss Queen. Move, Miss Queen. So actually, I'm gonna need that scoop. So then we're gonna fill up the adults. So here is Joker's bowl, and Joker gets 3 scoops. This food. 3 scoops for Joker. And then I go to the senior doggos, and that's Zelda and Ivy. They're my senior guys. So they each get only 2. And you can hear how excited we are to eat. Okay, so there you go. That's them. And then we have Texas. Whoop, sorry, Miss Harley Quinn. So we have Tex. Tex gets just regular adult food. He just gets a cup. And that I can't. And that finishes our ones that are not crated and Sansa. These are the guys that are crated. So that would be Dallas. If you guys want to know why I crate some and why I don't crate others, you can comment down below and ask me why. So Navi gets 2 scoops. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can here. Okay, 2 scoops, just like that. And then Django, I usually give him 2 scoops, but I'm just gonna give him 1 scoop because I actually feed him 2 types of food. I feed him Pro Plan on top of that just as like a weight additive. So I only give him 2 scoops of that. So we're out of that food. Put this back. I always put everything back or it drives me nuts. So I know everybody else is just so patient, right, Phil? We're so patient, except for Hushkaroni. So I usually will feed them all this, everybody, and then when I'm done, I refill these so I kind of just don't have to do it. But for the purpose of this video, I didn't do that last night, so you can see how many bowls we have to fill up of dog food. So now I have everybody's food over here, and I only give special stuff in their food to just a few of them. So Django and Navi and Dally, I don't do anything special other than adding Pro Plan to Django's food, so I put that to the side. Crown I do add food to. Sansa I add wet food to. And I also have a little surprise for this little bowl here. So everybody over here in the kitchen doesn't get anything added, except for Zelda does get Cosequin after her meal. So that's why that's out. So all this is ready to go, ready to be fed. So let's mix up Sansa's food first. I generally feed Sansa, try to get that in the shot. So I generally feed Sansa a raw diet. I ran out of raw food, her raw food, and I always have this. It is Tiki Cat After Dark. It's chicken recipe and broth, and it's all real ingredients, real chicken broth, real chicken liver. It's all natural. That's why I'm giving it to Sansa, and you'll see why I'm giving it to Sansa in a minute. Feed it all. So this, it's got like chunks of chicken and livers in it, and you can really see the little livers. So we just give that a quick mix. I add this to Sansa's diet with taurine. So Sansa gets about that much taurine. I just kind of sprinkle it in. So I also add some blueberries to Sansa's dinner. And today, I don't do this every day, but today we're gonna add some pieces of watermelon. That is chicken, watermelon, and blueberries, and dog food, yum. So Crown is pretty simple. So the last little one we gotta feed here is one of my cats. So with one of my cats, I just take, it's a can of kitten food. I take about half of it, just like that. Try to get exactly half. And then I add 1 scoop of milk replacer. So yes, it is a very tiny kitten, but I've been raising since before it opened its eyes. And that's it. Everybody's ready to go. So let's start feeding all these animals. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Crown, because he's been so nice and patient. So Crown doesn't always stay in this crate. He only is in here to eat, because if not, the other dogs will steal his food. So he eats in there. These other guys in here. Come on, Tex. Whoop. So we let everybody in. Ooh. Okay, now we're going to feed this husky that won't stop. She just won't stop. But before we feed the husky, we're gonna feed this little one. Hey, little kitty. Are you using your potty like a good kitty? Oh, look at that. We even have munching on hard food. So we're doing good. So I'm gonna take away these old dishes, and I only put a little bit in here, but she did eat it. So that's our little kitten. It's our other cat. So now we're gonna feed Dallas. And Dallas is under here. Let me bury your food. Okay. And then we have this one who's been oh so starving in the background. Huscaroni. You want this? Huscaroni. Huscaroni. You want it? You were crying earlier. Huscaroni. Huscaroni. Okay, I was gonna ask you for a sit, but you guys already sat because you're just wonderful pupperonis. All right, so that's Navi's little portion. Plan Django's food. It's not much. Just about that much. Just because he's our large breed boy. Oh, Django, so many people have been asking about you, buddy. So many people. Look at you, Roddy. Are you hungry? Sit. You're a good boy. Okay. All right. See, Django's doing well, guys. He's eating. He's alive. All right, let's feed the rest of the puppers. Okay. So these guys all eat together in here. And I just started feeding Harley Quinn out with them. She's been out of a crate for like 3 days. And she's been so good, Harley Quinn. All right, come on. Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama. Come here. Harley Quinn, sit. Good sit. All right, so that's Harley Quinn. All right, Joker, sit. All right, you sweet boy. All right, Ivy, sit. Funny after a bath. Okay, now we got Texie. Tex. Oh, you're a good boy. Eat your food, Ivy. Go and eat. And then we have Zelly. Sit. Good, Zelly. All right, and now we have the infamous SANSA. All right, Pack Fam, are you ready for this? This is my girl right here. She doesn't look her best because it's the summer, but yes, this is SANSA. What have you been ripping up, Sciencey Fox? What have you been ripping up, Sciencey Fox? Hi, Mama Fox. Okay. Hi, Mama Fox, are you hungry? Look, Mama. I got you watermelon. Wow. She's like, Mom, you don't always put watermelon in my food, but it smells kind of nice. Try it, Mama. Try it, Sciencey. Try it, Mama Fox. So she usually won't eat until I walk away. It's just her. She'll devour that whole bowl. But if I'm here, I'm more interesting. Eat it, Mama Fox. All right, Pack Fam, we're back in the pet room, and I do have some more pets to feed. So I usually come in here every day and I check on Clover, and he has food, he has some water left, and he has some hay. So he will need a cage cleaning. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I did SANSA today. So Clover's good on food. So that just leaves us 2 more little critters to feed, which I haven't introduced or talked about on this channel either. So I'm gonna do a flash of all my little bins and my little animal stuff that I have over here. And I want you to look at the middle shelf, the bigger bins, and I'm gonna show it real quick. And if you can guess right of the next animal I'm gonna feed, put it down in the comments below and let me know if you guessed right. So here we go. All right, let me know if you saw it. You could always pause it and rewind it. But anyway, here we go. So the last ones I have to feed, yes, you read that right. So I have Tanashi, this is my mink. This is Rousey, this is my husband's mink. And we're going to feed them. And they get really rousy when we go to feed. So I open this really wide. They won't jump out. And we haven't had them for very long. So I'm still mixing in their baby food. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of mix that together for them. And then what I do is I grab a handful and I put it over here so that they can eat separately because they go wild. So I'm gonna check their waters. They're out of this one. They could use a filling. I did their litter yesterday, even though they still make a mess every day, but I change it every other day. So yeah, guys, this is Tanashi Mink and Razzie Mink. Hi, Minks. Hi, Nashi Nash Mama. Hi, Razzie. See what I mean? Why Crown has to be in a crate. All right, Pack Fam, everybody's done eating. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. A lot of stuff to do with Harley Quinn and training and SANSA and different things that we do at SANSA. We're gonna be doing some mink videos. So if you like all of our animals and you would love to see more, please subscribe, please come back. We love you, and thank you for being part of the pack.